Test, test, test. Hello, everyone, and welcome to London Football TV. We'll be getting started here shortly as the junior game ran a touch long here at Parkside CI. We've got the visiting Laurier Rams taking on the Parkside Stampeders here on a beautiful Thursday night live from St. Thomas. And we'll bring you all the action here in a basic stream format. Coach Dylan Sherville may be on site as well. If you're joining us right now and you're in the chat, throw up your pregame predictions, and we'll go live here again as soon as we call captains. Test. What's going on, everybody? It's Coach Melrose here with London Football TV, and we are about to get underway here at Parkside. I'm seeing you in the chat right now, guys. As with always, when we're at the high schools, we are at the mercy of the internet connection and the weather and all sorts of good stuff. So we will absolutely post everything here as a game film clip tonight or tomorrow morning as well. So everything that goes live, if anything gets missed on the stream, we'll have it for you tomorrow as a full game clip thing. But for now, we will try and take you through the game. We got a nice little matchup here. Laurier coming to town here in Parkside. Parkside looking to put a 1 in the W column as they fell to Lucas High School, A.B. Lucas here last week. So we'll be underway. Cap's been called. We got the giant Parkside flag being taken off the field right now. And again, last minute predictions. Get them in the chat right now. Let us know what you're thinking. I think we had a couple already. I have to flip back here, but I know there was a few in there. So definitely check it out. I know Owen Jackson, I see in the chat right now, looking to find out what the score was. It was, I know it's posted on their Instagram page, but Laurier Jr. won by a bit. Let's just put it that way. So. And while we're waiting for this game to get rolling too, you can certainly tune in tomorrow morning, again, weather and internet permitting. 11 o'clock at Oak Ridge High School. We'll be kicking off the broadcast from there. To be myself and Coach Joe from the pick. We got... Oh, okay, sorry, Tony. I thought you were throwing predictions in the mix here. Coach Joe Harris from the prediction show will be live with me fieldside tomorrow at Oak Ridge. So definitely, if you got predicts for that game too, toss those in the chat. A big shout out to Tony Jacklin, Owen Jackson, Python 1, and the rest of you in the chat right now. Let's keep it active. Let me know what you're thinking of the game. And again, if you're just joining us, a whole bunch of people just came in. Internet permitting here this evening from Parkside. It's been up and down so far, and we'll get you rolling. Big shout out to Caleb Chappie just joining the chat right now too. And here we go. And this kicks away, a little moonshot. Gets caught in the air by 3. Makes a whole bunch of guys miss and finally gets brought down here around the 40-yard line. So, Laurier to get started. And that ball was returned by Noah Israg. And Laurier's going to get kicked off here, 1st and 10. All right, here we go. Nice little connection on the swing. It's going to be enough for 6 yards, 2nd and 4. So Christensen taking the snaps today for Laurier. Christensen's got his man at number 11. Nice little connection to the outside. He's got a truck through the 1, 2, 3. Bring it down. That'll be enough for a 1st down for Laurier. Now 11's going to be Landon Ashmore on the reception. Nice carry. First down, Rams. Here we go, Rams 2x2. Sending two guys in motion. We're just going to hand this off. No, we're going to pull this one. Christensen's going to head to the top of your field to the boundary side. Getting chased down by two Parkside Stamps and gets tackled right at the Stampeders bench. This will move the chains again. First down, Laurier. Here we go. Rams with a fresh set of downs. Three men in motion. Christensen having a look boundary. Lets this one go. Almost gets picked off. Great defense by number 11 from Parkside. That's going to be Nash Bowie. Bolay. Should bring up 2nd and 10. Nishan Bassi is 63 wearing socks on Parkside. I zoomed in. Can't confirm, can confirm. So we'll maybe ask him in the post-game interview. There we go. Christensen barking out order, sending a couple guys in motion. He's going to hand this one off to his running back, cutting it up the middle. Great job by the Stamps D-line to stuff this one. This might be a short gain to bring up 2nd down. Laurier sending a bunch out to the field. Christensen having a look field side. He's got his man at number 2, but can't pull it in. Intended receiver for the Rams. It's going to be Joshua Otley bringing up a 3rd down, Rams. Oh, Rams bringing out the field goal unit. This looks like 67 on the field goal attempt. And it is good. So that'll be 3 points on the board for the visiting Laurier Rams. And nice field goal from 67. That's going to be Sonny Nazargashi. And 3 points on the board for the visitors. Parkside snaps good. We're going to hand this to our big back, number 2, who's got all sorts of grass. Big stiff arm. Keeps trucking up the sideline. Is finally brought out at the 30, but let's move the chains. First down, Parkside. That's going to be Carter McBurney, number 2, with Connor Ward set up at the helm this evening. Saw McBurney playing a little bit of quarterback in the last game. Refs having a quick conference. If you're just joining us, thanks for joining us here on London Football TV. A little road show this evening down to Parkside Collegiate. If you're in the area, it's always a great experience down here. Tons of seating. They got food, drinks, all sorts of good stuff. Taking donations this evening for the United Way as well. So just a great event. Football is always better when it's live. Yes, we love bringing you the content here on the channel, but if you can come down to one of these games, certainly come down and support it live here at PCI. So, we're going to march this ball down about an extra 5. And Parkside will scrimmage here from about the 23-yard line. Looks like the officials are done having a quick chat. Conferences on the sidelines, and we should be getting back to work here. Three-man in motion. We're going to hand this one to 23 and a little jet motion up the middle. Decent little gain, about 4 yards. Second down, Stamps. 23 is going to be Aiden Ward. Back to work, just a little bit over 6 minutes here as we hand this one to McBurney, who goes trucking down the field. He's going to get his team a first down. We're going to move the chains, and Parkside will be knocking on the door from the 8-yard line. Bossy asking right now who I think is going to win it all. I think it's up in the air. I got 2 teams right now that I think will make it to the finals. I'm sure you could probably guess which one of them. As Connor Ward, 2-man in motion, hand this back to McBurney. McBurney right up the middle. Good job from the Laurier defense, but not before. McBurney picking up about 3 yards here, bringing up second down. Good job, Nishan, or Nishan. I'm probably saying it wrong. CCH would be one of them. You're going to have to wait to find out the second one. Maybe I'll say it in the second half. Stay tuned. Here we go. Second and goal for PCI. Snap's good. Ward looking to put it in the air. He does. He's got a man. It's tipped. And knocked down, I think, number 10 of Laurier on the coverage there. It's going to be Riley Rabideau knocking that down. So this will bring up 3rd and goal for PCI. Well, here we go. Parkside going for it. 3rd and goal. Snaps up to Ward. We're going to give this to McBurney. McBurney tiptoeing, and he's across the line. Touchdown, Parkside. Really tough running from McBurney this evening. We saw this in the Lucas game last week as well. Let's put 6 on the board for the boys here from PCI. Extra point is good. So we've got ourselves a nice little 7-3 ball game here at Parkside Collegiate. Thanks again for joining us here at London Football TV. If you are new here, I'll only ask once a half. Please feel free to go in and subscribe. It certainly helps out the channel. Hit that bell if you're interested in watching more live London football games. And we will be covering the Oak Ridge CCH game in the morning at 11 o'clock. It'll be myself and Coach Joe at Oak Ridge. If you're at all interested in getting involved in one of the broadcasts, if you do see us at one of the schools, be sure to swing by and introduce yourself. We're always looking for new people to get involved. And Tony Jacklin asking if I'm a fan of Sab's QB1. Well, if you're talking about Mr. Liam Sweeney, I am a big fan. I got to watch him play all summer long. And unless I'm out of the know here and there's some new QB1 there at Sab, let me know. Parkside getting ready to kick off. All right, that one's going to be batted out of bounds by number 3, Noah Israg of the Rams. The Rams will go back to work here at about their 40-yard line. And we still got about 4.5 minutes left here in the first at Parkside. Rams back to work. 4 men in motion. Christensen having a look to the boundary side, but pressure's coming. Is able to get rid of this, but number 2 can't pull it in. That's Joshua Audley, and we'll bring up 2nd down here for the Rams. Christensen in trouble, just decides to keep this one for himself, makes a first man miss, and keeps trucking. Heck of a run. This should be enough for a 1st down, and a really strong run here from the Laurier Rams pivot. Question from the chat, too, if we're going to be streaming the CCH SAB game. Remind me when that is. Hard maybe, though. Man coming across in jet motion. Nope, we're just going to keep this one. Christensen's going to take it to the boundary side. Is brought down over by the Stamps bench by number 4, the Stampeders. So hats off to Matt Coleman for making the play on that. Christensen still picking up about 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Here we go, Laurier, 3-man motion, 2nd and 6. We're going to hand this one off. And a monster run up the middle. It's going to be number 8 for the Rams. It's going to be Alexander Kamika. Tough run and a first down for Laurier. Bozzy, I'm assuming you play for CCH and are asking. Yeah, I'll probably will do that game if it's 8 o'clock next Friday night. We'll just have to get with CCH guys to make sure we can set up somewhere. So if you play for that team, talk to your coach. Little fumbled snap is almost turned over to PCI, but Laurier's going to jump on this. This will bring up 2nd and about 15 now. Parkside trying to get that, or Laurier trying to get that play off quickly. But it is blown dead. Offside Laurier. Per shots, welcome to the chat, buddy. And yes, you're not wrong. That Parkside flag is massive. Like might be 15 by like 10 foot or something like that. Like it's yeah, I was standing underneath it earlier talking to Coach Congdon and was very, very, very impressed. So with that offside from Laurier, is going to bring up a 2nd and about, I want to say 22. As Christensen finds his man 11, who keeps hustling, but in the grand scheme of things, he's only going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. Laurier player down, and it'll be 2nd and 16 when we return to action. Well, if you're just joining us, little London Football TV action here live at Parkside Collegiate. This was a last-minute stream. We had a whole lot of fun today streaming the game at Lucas, where, man, South came out and just laid a bit of a whooping. A complete flip from what we saw last week at Medway. And it was nice to see the South boys putting the work in as we get a punt successful and away from the Rams. And this is going to be blown dead. I think that guy's knee was down. So first down, Parkside, with about 9 seconds left here in the first quarter. So we'll probably get a play, and then we'll flip ends. Chappie, thanks for the feedback there, man. We have in the past done the stream from the third floor. I think it's a teacher's lounge. So it's kind of an end cut, which is interesting. Or we have also set up in that parking garage at CCH2, just off to the side of the field. So if we can cover the game, we will do our best to get it done. Ward's going to give this one back to McBurney, who's going to hustle up the middle as we hear the quarter time alarm going off. We're going to finish the first quarter here and flip ends. No flags. Yep. So 7-3 Parkside at the moment. Parkside have the ball, and they will flip ends down to the near end by us right now. And we'll get everything reset for the second. Lunatic 08, yeah, I did see that East Elgin beat Cass today, and I got a message from a bunch of the guys from East Elgin that were pretty pumped that I was the sole coach in the prediction show who picked East Elgin. So great job, fellas. Looking forward to having some bragging rights on the recap show this week. All right, clock's wound in for the second quarter. Parkside with a fresh set of downs here from about the 25-yard line. Looking to get out of their end and extend their lead. Strong running this evening from McBurney. And I expect that see that again right now. 3 men in motion. Ward hands it off to McBurney. He's going to cut this one left. Check that. That's big number 3 who breaks loose. He's got 1 man in trail heading all the way down. Monster run for Matt Coleman of the Parkside Stampeders, and is eventually brought down and saved by Kibwe Williams of the Laurier Rams. But we were basically flipping down to the other. We were just at the 25. We're heading down to about the 20. And Parkside knocking on the door. Ward is going to hand this off to the jet man, number 23, who does make the first couple guys miss, but will pick up a handful of yards and bring up a second down. .23 for Parks. Parkside's going to be Aiden Ward. Yep, and about a 2nd and 6. Ward having a look to the boundary side. He's got his man downfield. Nice little connection to 23. That's going to be Aiden Ward. And we have a very late, or not a very late flag, but we have a flag at the point of the catch. So I'm assuming maybe some pleasantries were exchanged at the other end there. We'll check with the white hat to see what's up. Perchot's raising a good point in the chat right now about the preseason jamboree games that the Beef Beaters put on. So one, hats off to the Beefs for putting that on. So we got a little bit of nighttime football down at Citywide, where the board is not allowed to rent past 5 p.m. And you're right. What a lot of those guys will use those jamboree games for, certainly, getting the kids ready. But it most certainly not showing everything. There was a few teams there that didn't dress, about 10 of their starters. So Good chance to get some of your backup some reps, and of course you don't want to give away the whole can of worms here before the season starts. Two-man in motion. Ward's going to give this one back to McBurney. McBurney's going to crash in. Touch. Oh, no signal from that referee. But we're calling this a touchdown Parkside. Bring out the PAT team. PT is good. Put another single on the board for Parkside. And we will have a 14-3 matchup here with about 9:40 left, actually. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us here on a beautiful Thursday evening. I'm assuming in between plays during Thursday Night Football. Let me know how that game's going, by the way. Parkside going for the onside attempt. Flag's going to fly. That didn't go far enough. So Laurier will get a fresh set of downs. And we'll see what the Rams have in store. Again, I know there's a little bit of lag right now on the stream as well, too. Again, we're always at the mercy of the local Wi-Fi to reset it. But again, all of these clips will be available post-game as well. All right, we should be back at this moment. So 3-2 as Christensen hands us off to a new back. I believe it's Tayshawn Duncan. Tayshawn hustling, picking up a first down for the Rams. All right, back at it. Duncan, after a big, tough run. PCI doing a really good job of shutting things down in the backfield. Christensen under a little bit of pressure, does hustle this one up the gut. He's going to bring this back, picks up a couple. This should bring up about 2nd and 11. Check that, 3rd and 11 and a half. Well, here we go. Rams keeping their offense in. Was going to be a 4-by-1, motioning it over to empty. Christensen puts this one in the air, finds his man downfield. And that is not going to be enough. We're going to turn over on downs here. Parkside going to work. Ward with McBurney in the backfield, 2-man in motion. We're going to give this one to McBurney. McBurney's going to cut to the left, find his second gear, and he's off to the races. Going to pick up a 1st down for the Rams. Oh, we missed that just now, so it looks like it was a block in the back on Parkside. So we'll back that up and replay the down. Ward hands this one right back to McBurney. See if we could do it the other way this time. McBurney heading down to the boundary side, the bottom side of your screen right now. Gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, and Parkside will have a 2nd and 10. All right, PCI. Okay, 2nd and 12. With a 3-by-1 look. Going to give this one back to McBurney again. Gets shut down by 55 and 0 of the Rams. That's going to be Tayshawn Duncan and Aiden Smith. 3rd and 9. Sounds like the punt team's coming up. Punt's going to go out of bounds. Going out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. The Rams will go back to work. Rams, second and short. Christensen rolling out to his right side. Ball's looked like it was tipped, moving real quick in space. And that's going to bring up third and short. All right, we're back. Just a little bit over 2 minutes left here. The Rams on offense. And I believe the timeout has just been called. Timeout Parkside. As we work through this timeout, just a reminder, if you want to catch a little bit more London Football TV, we will be live at Oak Ridge tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. I mean, certainly if you can make it to the game, great. If not, you can catch it here. Same story there, same as here. Internet's always a challenge when we're out on location. So if there's any clips that are missed, we almost always post a game film clip on the YouTube channel afterwards. Or if there's something that you really specifically want to shoot us a DM on the Instagram page, and we can send you the file. So that you can use it for your tape. Well, here we go. 2nd and 15 for the Parkside Stampeders. Snaps up. Ward having a look downfield. He's got his man in number 18 who pulls this one in. That's going to be just shy of a first down. An 18 for Parkside. It's going to be not on this list. Yeah, apologies. There's no 18 on my roster. So we had offside Rams. It was 2nd and about 15. We had the nice connection to 18. And so we're going to decline the offside, and we'll take the 3rd and 3, which is the obvious choice. And game on. Ward's going to hand this one back to McBurney. McBurney hit in the middle and absolutely picks up enough. Gets about a 4-yard gain on that one. First down, Parkside. Parkside hands this one back to Aiden Ward. Aiden Ward looking for the edge. It's not there. He's brought down by 55 of the Rams. 55 of the Rams is going to be Aiden Smith. Second down. Parkside 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7. Ward having a look to the boundary. And almost had his man incomplete. Intended receiver looks like it was number 23, I believe. It's the other Ward. If you guys know if they're related, throw that in the chat. Well, we're going to fake the punt. But that won't be enough. Really, really great defense here. Number 10 of the Rams. It's going to be Riley Rabideau. Said his name a couple times tonight. Fresh set of downs for the Rams at this point. We should have about 57 left on the clock and the half. Well, Rams with this bunch in the boundary again. Christensen with a single man in the backfield. Having a look to the bunch. 11's there. Pulls this one in. Gets loose for the first man. Gets tackled right by the 50-yard marker. And that should bring up about a 2nd and 3. 11's going to be Nash Boulay. Well, Lunatic 8 in the chat right now asking who I think is going to win Glendale East Elgin. I mean, I think we got to just let that one ride and go East Elgin all day. Here we go. Christensen sending all sorts of guys in motion. Having a look. He's got his man 6. Where they're spotting this. Yep, first down. So we're going to move the chains. 30 seconds left in the half. Big shout out to Coach Al coming in from the Rams. If you're around the Leonard Junior Mustangs in the summertime or the actual Mustangs, you'll see good old Coach L on a whole lot of sidelines here in the city of London. And hats off to that gentleman for still coaching many, many, many years later. All right, here we go. Fresh set of downs. Actually, check that. 38 seconds left on the clock. Water's on its way out. Rams looking to put another score on the board before the half. Christensen sending his men in motion, having a look. He's got a man in the boundary in number 6 who pulls this one in again, makes the first and second man miss, eventually brought down by 19 of the Stampeders. 19 is going to be Matthew Nagy, and number 6 on the reception, Mateo Nevison of the Rams. 27 seconds left. All right, water's going out. 27 seconds left on the clock. Laurier at the 27-yard line, knocking on the door, trying to put up a major. And they're rolling pretty nice right now. Christensen having a look. Can't get this one away. It is batted down. Second down, we also have a flag on the top side of the screen. And we'll see what we got for you there. 21 seconds left on the clock. Unnecessary roughness on Parkside. So that'll be an automatic first down for the Rams. So they'll move up to about the 14-yard line. And we still have 21 seconds to play. Christensen under pressure, hustling to the right side. Got a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Laurier, number 14. That's going to be Oliver Grossman. He's put 6 on the board for the Rams. Interesting to see if the Rams go for 2 on this, and a 5-point differential at the moment. 12 seconds. Check that, 14 seconds left on the clock. Probably get enough time here for a little onside kick attempt. And we do have, just off camera right now, we do have one of the trainers attending to what I believe is a Ram player. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, so the injured Ram going off under his own power. As we see the Rams looking to put a single point up, PAT. And the kick is good, so we'll add another one on the board for the Laurier Rams. And we have ourselves a 14-10 game with 14 seconds left on the clock. Expect a Rams onside kick attempt here shortly, and then we'll head into halftime. Parkside with the hands team out right now. Expect onside kick. And Rams lined up 5 yards too close, but the line judge picked that one up. Well, we were expecting an onside. They end up just dumping this one deep. And flag flies. We'll find out what that is, but Parkside should be scrimmaging somewhere deep in their end. So they did have it spotted at the 30. Looks like they're backing it up 10, so it might be a holding. Yeah, so I'm blocking the back. So there we go. Parkside with 8 seconds left in the half. Might just nail this one out. We might see a big giant run from Captain McBurney. Well, here we go. Ward's going to give this one to McBurney. McBurney finding himself a lane on the outside to the top side of your screen. Gets out of bounds. And we should have a half a second left. Half a second here on the board, of obviously 1 second on our end. Tony Jacklin saying that number 18 might be Brendan McCausland. I think Brendan McCausland is number 8 on here, but maybe he switched jerseys this evening. we go. Ward is going to give this one to McBurney one more time. McBurney finds the very short edge, but a flag's going to fly. I think this might have been a high tackle or a hit to the head. So we're likely going to move this forward. They might get one more play. Well, with the White Hat referee having a conference right now with the Laurier coaches. Unnecessary roughness, face mask. Parkside. No, Laurier, check that. So, with 0 seconds on the board, Parkside will get one more shot here, barring a penalty. Here we go. Ward snaps good. Just gives it back to McBurney one more time. McBurney's going to hustle up the middle. Makes the first 3 guys miss, but is finally brought down. I see 0 flags, and that should bring us to the halftime break. As the boys get up easy. Yep, we're going to grab the water. We're going to head to the end zones. I appreciate you joining us here tonight on a last-minute stream of Laurier heading on the road to take on the Parkside Stampeders. We'll be back in about 12 minutes. Okay, welcome back to London Football TV. We're live here from Parkside Collegiate. Laurier on the road right now. Coming off a nice win in week one. Parkside fell one, but looking to put a one in the W column. We got a 14-10 affair at the moment. And both sides really running the ball well. We're putting the ball in the air well as well, too. So nice close game here on a Thursday night. As a reminder, if you're just joining the broadcast right now, I highly suggest that if you're in the area or make the drive from London to St. Thomas, it's only 20 minutes in most cases, maybe 25. Get down here. These guys put a great event on. There's always food. There's always beverages. There's tons of seating. Lots of area for you to watch the game too. So highly suggest making it out here if and when you can. More London Football TV action going on tomorrow as well, too. 11 a.m. weather and internet permitting. We will be doing the CCH Oak Ridge game at Oak Ridge at 11 o'clock. Me and myself, Coach Joe Harris, and potentially a few other people on the broadcast there, too. If you're interested in getting involved, feel free to just swing by wherever we're set up. But most certainly, if you're a student, stay in class unless you have a buyout. Or if you want to come out and help out, then just clear it with your teacher. Deshaun Bossy, I hope I'm saying your name, brother. Right. It is the second half right now. And I don't remember guaranteeing I was going to say who my second pick was in the second half. I said I might bring it up. As we see Aiden Ward field this kickoff return, I appreciate that the second half started, though, sir. You asked that. Again, really enjoy everybody getting active in the chat. It's a solo mission for me tonight, so it's kind of nice having the chat here to keep myself occupied in between plays. But I think there's a good chance that now I really want to see the game tomorrow, but and I've already kind of called this out too. I think Sav's poised to do very well this year. And Oak Ridge look actually sneaky good as well too. So I think right now it's a toss-up for me for a CCH SAB final. I think that should be able to be possible. But man, South blew my mind today too. So you never know. But pretty much, the easy money bet is saying CCH is in the final. As we see Ward give this one back to McBurney. McBurney's hitting the edge right now. Getting huge yards, and this should be enough to move the chains. Yes, it is. First down, Parkside. And Bundy Grenier coming in saying his pick is Medway. Honestly, you know what? There's some powerhouses at senior right now. And after you deleted your thing, Bundy. Come on, dude. Actually, like Medway looks good. Anybody playing is going to have an answer for Weston Gower. Good luck. The man is a mountain. So we'll get back to the action here. All right, as we give this ball back to Carter McBurney. McBurney just jogging through, but getting himself a nice little pickup. Second down, Parkside. Jacqueline DeRocher, I believe so. The answer to your question. Here we go. Ward sending a bunch of guys in motion. Gives this one back to McBurney. McBurney makes a nice cut to the outside, but he is shut down. Now stays on his feet, but is eventually brought down, I believe, in the backfield here. Yes, loss of about 1. 3rd down. Punter almost taken down in the backfield, but this one's going to be fielded by number 23. I think it's going to be a no yards call here on Parkside, and that's going to be Milton Smith returning for the Rams as they set up for a 1st down. Yep, so no yards. Rams will get an extra 5 tacked on, and we'll have a 1st and 10. Three men in motion. Christensen rolling out to his right. Might just keep this one. Yes, he does. And gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Nice pursuit from Parkside on that one. So we got about a 2nd and 11 coming up. Got that pod look off to the left side again as Christensen goes, set up a nice little screen. 11 pulls this one in. Gets to the sideline and then gets hit late. And the ref was reaching for his flag, but I guess isn't throwing it. 11 again is going to be Landon Ashmore. And that is absolutely enough for another Rams 1st down. Rams giving this one back to the big back. In number 8, Alexander Kameka. And that brings up about a 2nd and 7. Having a look quickly at the LFTV chat right here, talking about the Cowboys defense having 2 provincial champions. And don't forget Charles Landry, who's also a provincial champion from the summer as well, too, who's running the ball for them at Medway. Direct snap to Tayshawn Duncan. Goes on a little hustle, but I think only picks up a couple yards here. So this should bring up about 3rd and 4. Bozzy, answering your question, I think the finals are going to be at one password like last year. Here we go. Rams in a 3rd and 4. Christensen in trouble. Gets rid of it, and it's picked off by Parkside. Parkside number 6 hustling down the line. Got a couple of blockers. Can he get off the sideline? No, but he makes it down about the 18-yard line. That's going to be number 6 for the Stampeders. It's going to be Max Daniels. Turnover on downs. 1st down, Parkside. Parkside, a couple guys in motion. Give this one back to McBurney. McBurney looking for the middle. It's not there. And the Rams defense stuffing this one, looking for the rip out, but it's not there either. So loss of a couple here. We'll bring up 2nd down Rams. There we go. 2nd and about 11 here. Parkside getting a sniff at the end zone. 2-minute motion. Ward rolling out to his right side. Was looking for number 3. Nicole Cermak. Incomplete. So should have a 3rd and 11. Ward back having a chat with his OC from a distance. Looks like they're keeping the offense in. Parkside, 3rd and 11, trying to draw the offside. They're not going to get it. Quick change up on the play. Back to McBurney. McBurney up the middle, cuts it to the right. Going to the top side of your screen. He's hustling. Got it. Touchdown, Parkside. PAT is good, so that'll bring our score this evening at Parkside. We got Parkside 21, the visiting 10 for the Laurier Rams. Pretty exciting 3rd quarter so far, just about 4.5 minutes, about 4:55 left on the local clock here. If you're just joining us, thanks for joining us here on Let It Football TV. We only ask this once a half, but please, if you're not a subscriber already, go do that and hit that bell. We got lots of great live a lot of football content coming out this year. Again, if you're new to the channel, all the live Streams are also translated to just game film clips, so every single play will be clipped up and put there as well too. I know there's no huddle this year for the kids to use. I know there's Google Drive and all that, but for ease of access, we'll have that up on the channel, post the games all the time too. The weekly on the prediction show too, LFTV Live, we're now doing a play or player of the week, offense, defense, and specials. So just a tip here too, if you are playing and you've got good film from last week, be sure to send that to us in a DM. We're actually going to be setting up just a Google form that you can complete to submit all that as well. But those will be voted on, and we will be highlighting those as part of the show as well. Kick is away, fumbled just a little bit. 15 on the return. The Rams go back to work, and 15 is going to be Emmanuel Mecto Andre. Well, here we go. Parkside 21-10 over Laurier. Laurier back to work on offense. Christensen at the helm, sending a couple guys in motion. Christensen's just going to give this back to number 8, who's going to hustle up the middle. Keeps his feet moving. Nice strong run for the Rams. Hats off to number 8. That's going to be Kamika. And that'll be enough to move the chains. Yep. So, Rams will scrimmage from about the 51 or 52 yard line. Well, I don't know if they were going for a hank on that on 1st and 10, but it will certainly look like Parkside was just a touch offside, but we'll see what the white hat and the Zebras have to say about it. Looks like we had procedure Rams and offside Parkside. And procedure, yep. So we got a first down. And the clock is in. All sorts of motion into the boundary here for the Rams. As Christensen keeps it up the middle. Got a couple lead blockers out front, doing a great job getting down 6. Laying the boom down the field for the Laurier Rams. Hats off to Nevison for creating a couple extra yards there for his quarterback. That'll move the chains. First down Rams. That'll be from the 37. Oh, high snap. Running back's just going to pick this one up off the bounce. And we're going to have a small loss of yardage here and a flag fly right at the point of the play and at the sideline. Tony Jacklin in the chat right now, changing your score prediction, man. You just got to own it, right? Just got to lay it down. And if you're new here to London Football TV as well, we do have a weekly prediction show called LFTV Live, where myself and a bunch of hooligan coaches from the city do get together and make predictions for the week. We do review the poll that goes up on Instagram as well too, and the poll's doing pretty well right now. It's in I think a 4-way tie for second place with a bunch of coaches, but I think after this week there's going to be a few change ups as well too, and always looking forward to that. Well, as we get a quick coach conference break here, Coach Congdon looking for a little bit of clarification from the white hat referee. And we should be back to work here shortly. Christensen, man, coming across in jet motion. We're going to give it to him. He's head to the outside. Doesn't get the edge, and it's going to be 7-3 from Parkside, shutting that play down. So a big shout out to number 7, Logan Dory, and number 3, Cole Cermax for keeping contained on that one. That's going to be a short loss, I believe. Bring up a second down. Yep. Second and about 13. High snap to Christensen. Gets it. Rolling out to his right side. Looks like he's just going to keep this one. Gets out of bounds. Well, Laurier back in this bunch look to the field as Christensen has a look. Little streams get up. Oh, we're just going to hitch past. 2 gets rid of it. He's got 11 downfield, and we are sniffing on the goal line. This is going to be a first and goal for the Rams. What a play. We're going to pass it out to the little hitch to Otley, who's going to hit Ashmore down the field. And the Rams, in a 21-10 affair right now, are knocking on the door. Tayshawn Duncan creeping down. No signal from the refs just yet. And I the crowd hasn't reacted. I think everybody's kind of in the same boat as I am right now, where we really didn't see the refs make any sort of signal. I think I saw one from the lady ref in the Miss Kathy, but that they're lining up for PAT, so I'm assuming this was good. Yes, the PAT crew is coming in right now. So touchdown Rams. Apologies for the zero emotion on the play. I was just matching that of the on-field and fans, apparently. As 6-7 getting ready for the PAT. And it's good. So Laurier answering and bringing this game back within 4 points. And there's the Laurier fans. I honestly believe everybody was just equally confused as I was. There is 6 seconds left on the clock right now, so we'll get that adjusted. And we're here live from Parkside, Let It Football TV, and Laurier looking to come back. You know, we're talking about the Let It Football TV prediction show as well earlier, and you know, I think it was a 2-3 on the picks this week, and the poll had Laurier winning this one. So we will definitely see. We've got 6 seconds left here in the third, and a whole fourth quarter to play. And you're catching it all live here on London Football TV. Nice kick downfield. Got it on the one bounce. Nice strong return here from 23. I believe that's Aiden Ward. Aiden Ward is off to the races. Aiden Ward might make a house call here. Touchdown, Parkside. Aiden Ward, about a 95-yard return. Let's just negate that Laurier touchdown right away, and let's line up for the PAT. Huge play here from Parkside to answer. Oh, and that's blocked. So this will remain a 10-point game, and we'll flip into the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us for whatever reason, Aiden Ward just went 90-plus yards on the kick return, made himself a nice little house call, and got Parkside back to a 10-point lead here directly after Laurier marched the field really nicely and put another couple of points on the board here. But 27-17 as we enter the fourth quarter, and Parkside will kick off now. And I'm sure Laurier Rams looking to answer in kind if they could pull this one off. Well, here we go. Kicking off the fourth quarter here live from Parkside Collegiate Institute. Parkside just put 6 on the board, but the PAT was blocked. Nice deep kick to 23 of the Rams, who's trying for a right side return, but gets tripped up. And Parkside may have recovered this. We'll wait for the official review here from the referees. And no, despite the excitement of the Parkside players, I think we didn't sell that one hard enough. So we should have a first down Rams. Yes, we do. Here comes the Rams offense. Clock's rolling, and the Rams going back to work. They just put a really nice drive together. So we'll look to see what Christensen and the boys have in store here for this next drive. Another high snap. Christensen gets this off the one bounce on the deck. Working to the outside. He's just going to throw this one. Oh, he's got his man. But that's going to be ruled incomplete. He was just out of bounds. And almost took out a camera guy with a $3,000 lens. Second and 10. Again, if you're just joining us, CCH Oaks, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., we'll have that live here on London Football TV, weather and internet permitting. Be myself and Coach Joe on the call, and anybody else who magically decides to show up. And we might actually be covering the Montcalm-Strathroy game tomorrow night as well. 3 men in motion here for the Rams. Christensen having a look field side. Has a man. That's going to be ruled a catch, and that's going to be 6, who's been a favorite target here. That's Nevison. And that'll bring up second down and about 3. And if you're watching right now and you're involved in the chat, give us your predictions for Montcalm at Strathroy tomorrow night. Nice lights game. Here we go. Check that. It's going to be 3rd and about 2 for the Rams. Well, guys, in motion. Another high snap as we get this to the running back, but this is going to be shut down in the backfield. That won't be enough as far as the spot looks like right now. So this should be a turnover. And it is. And Parkside go back to work on offense. Ward, 2 men in the backfield. It's going to give this one to McBurney. McBurney, patient to the line, but is stuffed here after getting a gain of about 2 to 3 yards. Second down, Parkside. Parkside, 2x2, flips down to a king look. Ward's having a look downfield. Nope, just going to keep this one. Gets a little bit of pressure in the backfield. 2 flags fly. And we'll see what we get here. Holding right away, Parkside. And we'll see what the second one was. Okay, must have been both for the holding. We'll get a holding call, replay the down. And here we go with just over 9 minutes left on the clock. Parkside with a 27-17 lead here live at London Football TV. Of course, Parkside looking to put a 1 in the W column right now with Ward and McBurney in the backfield. We'll give this back to McBurney, who's going to cut this to the outside. Jump cuts through the line. Stiff arms, one man. Hustling down to the end zone. Touchdown, Parkside. Yeah, the PAT is good for Parkside, so that'll extend their lead 34-17. Lots of ball to play, both timeouts left, but the Rams need to do a little bit of catch up at this point with 8:47 on the clock. Brett Pettit with quite the I appreciate you jumping in on my Montcalm Strathroy pick here. I think it's Strathroy to beat Montcalm by 60. That would be a healthy lead. Of course, the TVRA will list it as 35-0 or 35 differential, but it could be interesting. I would absolutely, suggest going to hit that one up live. I know they're going to be accepting food donations as part of a food drive tomorrow night as well. The Cold Kings team will be there as well too. That's the young teams that are playing tournament games and things like that in the U.S. So definitely, if anyone else has an opinion and you're in the chat right now on the Montcalm Strathroy game tomorrow, drop that prediction in there. I know who everybody picked on the prediction show. And here we go. Parkside getting set to kick this one off. Nice deep kick. Doesn't catch it in the air. That's going to be 23 again on the return. Brought down around the 30. And again on the return there, it's 23. That's Milton Smith. And the Rams are going to go back to work around the 26-yard line. Three-minute motion for the Rams. Christensen fakes the handoff to both the Jetmen. We throw this to a spot. Nobody there, incomplete. As we continue our Montcalm Strathroy picks for tomorrow, Tony Jacklin, who is currently in the chat as superfan number 1, calling a Strathroy 49-21 W over Montcalm. You want to get involved in the chat, jump in. I mean, you can still be watching this on your TV. Open it up on YouTube app on your phone and get involved here, guys. Looking for your picks for tomorrow, for any of the games tomorrow. Throw that in the chat right now, too. I'm curious where everybody's hearts are at. Mind you, of course, if you play for the teams, I understand your complete and utter bias towards your pick. But here we go as the Rams, in a 2nd and 10 situation here, break the huddle. Christensen having a look boundary side. Taking a bit of a shot down to 6. And this is picked off by Parkside. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. We got the spot, and Parkside will take over from about the 44-yard line. Well, and here we go. Connor Ward still at the helm for Parkside. 2x2. McBurney in the backfield. Ward's going to roll out to his right side. He's got his man in the flats in number 3 who makes a nice catch. Gets some great yards after catch. Might be enough for a first. Looks that way based on the spot. Number 3 is going to be Cole Cermak getting the work done here on both the offense and the defense tonight for Parkside. And yes, that will be enough for a first down. We'll move the chains. Parkside's still rolling. Ward with Cermak and McBurney in the backfield. Ward's going to hand this one off to McBurney. McBurney again with the patience up the middle. Gets a big pickup. This should be enough for another first down for Parkside. Yes, indeed. Move the chains. We should be scrimmaging now from about the 18-yard line. Just bridging over the halfway mark of this fourth quarter as we see Ward roll out to his left side. He's got his man, and I believe number 23. That's Aiden Ward. Nice catch. Shut down pretty quickly by 4 Rams. And that's going to be a pickup of about 4 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 6. Parkside, 2nd and 6. McBurney in the backfield. We'll give this one to McBurney, who cuts up the left side. Brought down by 44 of the Rams. Nice tackle there from C.J. Stewart, which looks to bring up a 3rd down and about 2 yards. Under the 5-minute mark now. Parkside doing a good job of just keeping this ball on the ground, keeping it inbounds, chunking this clock down. Currently leading 34-17, 4.5 minutes. Parkside 3-1 as Ward takes a shot. And they're ruling that incomplete, but the Rams thinking they had it. $18 was the intended receiver. Again, not on my roster this evening. And the referees will have a little conference. Calling this one offside defense, I believe. So Parkside's probably going to get, they're going to pick up about 5 yards here. So this will march this. Yeah, so automatic first down out of this, because that would get them by. They were 3rd and 3. So this will bring up 1st and 10 from about the 8-yard line. So first goal. Ward gives this one to McBurney. McBurney's going to hustle to the right side here. Gets through the first tackle. We got a man down. No, he's up. And the clock's still running. Just under 4 minutes. Here we go. Ward gives us back to McBurney. McBurney up the middle, drops the ball. Does he fall back on it? I think they're going to give it to him first and goal from like the 1. Check that to be second and goal. Yeah, they've got this marked second and goal. And I'm expecting Ward to hand this one off to McBurney and let him finish the job. Nope. Ward's going to roll out. Low pass. Incomplete to 3, Cermak. And that'll bring up third goal. Well, here we go. Ward behind this beautiful light pole. He's going to hand this one off. Now it's a touchdown, Parkside. 6 more on the board for the home team. And the crowd up here on the second floor goes wild. PAT is good, which will bring this game to 41-17 for the home Parkside Stampeders. Tony Jacklin making a good comment in the chat here earlier, saying after their loss to Lucas, this one's got to feel good. It's a nice redemption game. A lot of redemption games going on today in the city of London. South had a beauty win over Lucas after getting blown out by Medway last week. And that's kind of the thing right now. It's always tough. Week 1, you see what you got, and it's that week 2 game that really, shows you what you have as a team. Gives you a chance to go in, make your adjustments, do what you got to do to get ready for week 2. And I think we saw a lot of interesting scores today, and a lot of teams really putting the work in after their first week wins or losses. And as always, some great football being played in and around the city of London. And we're happy to bring you as much of it as we can this season. Kick is away. Caught in the air. It's returned by 2 of the Rams. It's going to be Joshua Otley. And the Rams will scrimmage here from about the 35-yard line. 2:27 left on the clock. Christensen looking to put this ball in the air. Was looking for number 11, Ashmore. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Rams spreading the field. Christensen rolling out to the field side. His left puts this one in the air. That one's going out of bounds to bring up third down. .216 on the clock. We got the Rams in a 3rd and 10. Looks like they're getting ready to punt. It's a high punt. They don't blow it dead. McBurney gets it on the first bounce. Cuts it up the middle, heading to the right side now. He's got a couple men to beat. It's brought down by 11 of the Rams. That's going to be Ashmore. And Parkside's going to go back to work here at about the 20-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock. Ward. And we get a timeout, Rams. Well, Ward's got Coleman in the backfield as well, too. Bad snap, but Cermak's just going to pick this one up off the deck. Makes the first man miss, keeps his feet pumping, is eventually brought down by 33 and 26 of the Rams. So that's going to be Sprung and Williams. 2nd down and about 11. Parkside winding out the field again. Cermak in the backfield. Let's give it to him. Cermak up the middle. Nice big yard gain here of about 5, maybe 6 yards. Bringing up 3rd down. 1:28 on the clock. Ward with 3 and 4 in the backfield. Ford drops down to block. Let's give this one to Cermak. Cermak up the middle. Not going to be enough. This will be a turnover on downs. Rams should be going back to work here on offense. With a $1.02 left on the clock. Yep. First down, Rams. Some communication going on today right now between Coach K of the Laurier Rams. Looks like they're just going to call this one. That'll be the game. 41-17 for the home team tonight. Parkside with a nice W. Here comes the big giant flag, as Pershot's alluded to earlier. A nice big commanding W for Parkside after their loss last week to Lucas. And just want to thank you for joining us here on London Football TV. Again, we will be back in the morning at 11 o'clock, weather and internet permitting, at Oak Ridge High School, bringing you the Oaks CCH matchup. My name's Adam Melrose. It's been London Football TV live from Parkside Collegiate. We'll see you tomorrow.